Combat Night is a promotion. It's amazing. These are the toughest guys regionally. These are the toughest guys in the state of Florida, and they're all matched up together. So when you got top 25 guys fighting with each other, it's magic. Mitch Kamali, he's a promoter and he's a pro fighter. You don't get that combo ever. When you have a pro fighter running a promotion, it's nothing but love for the fighters. So that's why so many fighters gravitate to this, because it's ran the right way.
Fat boy, come on. You know we had to do a podcast, right?
What's your name, fat buddy?
Of course, you're looking food. What the hell?
I'm not fat. I'm big boned.
I'm gonna eat it.
You owe me for one jelly donut!
Fat motherfucker.
Listen to it. My wife said no one's gonna listen to us.
I've got bigger titties than you do!
Bullshit, because nobody fucking had geese back at that point for a bigger guy.
I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I might be somebody's shot of whiskey.
You can't think about, hey, I need to lose 100 pounds, but think about winning that day.
Fucking, I want a cheeseburger and a milkshake. Yo, Fat Leads, what's up, and welcome to episode 54 of the podcast. How y'all doing? It is now February 2023. January is long gone. And, well, how are you, how have you been keeping to your New Year's resolutions, right? I myself, I'm struggling waking up anytime before 6:30. Right now I'm in this lull where I can't get to bed. I can't get to bed before midnight most nights because I can't wake up to do what I need to do in the morning. And it is mainly because I'm too tired, right? Or that bed honestly is calling my name. It's got a grip, doesn't want to let me go. And honestly, I don't want to leave. I know the right thing to do is probably get up out of bed, start my day, at least try to start my day an hour earlier than everybody else. But for 5 weeks now, I've tried and I've failed miserably going, like I said, now it's February and I can't even say, I just started that in January. Nah. But while I'm failing in waking up, and I'm not doing a bad job of keeping to a schedule and training for this triathlon. I'm making sure that I'm hitting the workouts when I need to. A week and a half ago or a week ago, Maria was out of town, and I know one day I had my mom come, and she came as the kids were falling asleep so that I can go out and hit a run. And that's one thing. I'm actually enjoying running for this triathlon a little more, or training for the run portion training. I feel I'm getting better as a runner. I don't get the shin splints I used to. A lot of that has to do with, I've noticed The closer I get to 220, the quicker those appear. But lately, just feeling better running has been interesting, because it's not as bad as I used to. I used to hate running. And who wouldn't? When you're over 300 pounds trying to run. And I don't know about you, but when I'm running, there's I had a PT instructor when we were in the police academy, and he would yell, "Hurry up, hurry up." And as I run, that motherfucker lives rent free in my head, because I yelled to myself, "Hurry up, hurry up." And as I'm running, that's all I hear is Deputy Chase in my ear. "Hurry up, hurry up." And it's amazing. Like, when I was in the police academy, all of 330, I think it was 335 in the official PT score that they filed with FDLE, and 335. And I remember, I say that I'm laughing because one of the first drills you had to do before you can do this physical, this PAT test, was you had flags on either side of your hip, and you had to simulate grabbing from behind your back to the opposite side hip and grab the flags. And for the life of me, I was so wide, I could not do that. It was so, I practiced, and that was, I would have to throw my hip, and you're not supposed to, but I had to throw my hip just to get enough kind of momentum on it to kind of give just enough to my fingers, kind of pull that flag from where it was tucked into the waist. And it's so much of my police academy experience was, that feeling that working that 9 to 5, it would be impossible. It's impossible for someone to lose, 200 pounds when you work in an office. It's not, not possible. I'm not one that can do it. The only way that I can do it, this was what I would tell myself. These people who get to stay home and or who are wealthy and who don't have to work, it's easy for them to do it because they don't have to work and sit at a desk, and that's the only thing that's if I didn't have to do that, I could be fit. And I'm not gonna lie, working in an office 9 to 5 does have its challenges, and it's easy for me to say this now looking back, right? Because I've done it. But they say hindsight's 20/20. It is possible. It's not easy. It's simple. And in the intro, you hear Cameron Haynes saying, "You can't look at it that over. I have to lose 100 pounds. You have to take it day by day." And that's what when I was doing the no cheat days, it was a day by day thing. Man, one more day, perfect. Another day. And as those days started adding up, and then you added on the days that I started doing the burpees on top of that, and a lot of those days they overlapped, and just building on that consistency is what building on that consistency and seeing results was what just kept me chugging. Because why would you, if you're seeing results and you're doing what you're doing, seeing the results, why would you change anything? You obviously already started to seeing the results, and it's working. Why? Why don't it's working? Trust the process. And that's what it's long. It's not it feels like losing 180 pounds is going to be a 1980s montage of a 2.5 minutes, and bam, I was 330, I was 380. Now I'm 200 pounds. And it doesn't work like that. I have just 2 simple tips that can help you in an office setting, right? And these, they're so basic, right? When it comes to, number one, you have to be disciplined, right? And when someone comes and offers you some donuts or offers you cake, and you can't give in. And even if it's a coworker who said they're their enjoyment is feeding people and whatnot, and they want you to specifically have this cake because they admire you as a coworker and stuff, and they want you to try something that they had a labor of love and they've spent hours making, and you gotta say no, because it's not going to serve you. So you got to be selfish, but you got to be dedicated to yourself. That's, well, I said discipline, but so you have to be disciplined to your diet, right? You can't change. You gotta stay the course. Part of that is if you have to meal plan, you're going to do that, or know that, damn, I didn't pack a snack today. Guess what? I'm going to fast or I'm going to suffer. I'm not going to go the easy route. Back when I was doing keto, or when I was hardcore, right? There was there was not a whole, keto section or keto aisle or 9,000 things that have keto friendly circle on the label, and then when you start actually reading these ingredients in the products, you're like, it's not really keto, and you're playing with these numbers, and so I'm actually lucky. I feel like I'm lucky. It was easier for me because I didn't have to or well, the thing is, like, you start swapping things, right? So you're used to eating these things, and so instead of eating these things, I'm gonna start eating these things because they're more, aligned with a keto diet. Well, it's easy to grab something that's already prepackaged and ready for you, and it says, "Oh, it's keto," and you feel like you don't have to think about it. It's easy to grab. Oh, it says it's keto, and you don't have to spend time meal prepping. And that right there is what, that being disciplined, while it's very easy to do, it's not simple, right? Because you have to, it's simple and not easy to do. Because you have to plan. It's not, it gets easier, right? I felt like it was easier for me once I got into the groove of knowing what, my daily a routine. Simple. Locked in. So, number one, discipline. Number two, office setting. You have to work out every day. That's it. Because you're in an office, you're probably sitting. You even now that you might be in a stand desk. Nothing accounts for movement and move heavy things, pick up heavy things, and do some cardio. But realistically, just move a lot of heavy stuff, and that's those two things. I mean, game changers in an office setting. You don't have to quit your job. You don't have to go, go part-time and try to go to the police academy, run up some debt so that, you can prove, I'm going to change careers and that's the only way I'm going to lose weight and change my life. You don't got to do that. I'm telling you, you can, at your current location, current job, doing what you're doing, you can do it. And I believe in you. I believe in, I was there. I was that guy. I was explaining to a coworker just last week who knows me a year, 2 years. So knows this Juan, right? This Juan that's, under 250 pounds, can, wear a size 46 suit. They don't know, 66 suit Juan. And I was telling them how irate I was with the medical plans that we had that weren't, that didn't offer bariatric surgery, and then how I left the company to go somewhere else to just look for someone who was going to give me bariatric surgery. And that 100%, I know for a fact that because I had to, go no cheat meals and it fixed my relationship with, and not that, that I have a perfect relationship, because I overeat all the time. And as y'all can see, like I said, I came back we originally came back from Nicaragua. I was like 195 pounds. And, I was, a couple of days ago, I was 222. I believe this morning I woke up, I was 216. So I'm up there, I'm down, I'm everywhere. Mainly a lot is sweets, sweet or two, and then the liquor doesn't help. That those adds out poundage. They help. It makes me retain water and just adds weight for no reason. But I digress. The 2 tips for working in an office environment, and I know you can change your life. It's 100%. You gotta stay dedicated to your diet. You can't let anything throw you off, and you have to work out every day. Because of the sedentary lifestyle, you have to. It's not easy. And now, 2, if you going keto, you can't hit the gym as hard to either, especially in the first couple months. I had a couple of bad experiences, with really low blood sugar events, and luckily I kind of fought through and whatnot, but they weren't fun. And man, don't wish those on anybody. But yeah, so like I said, I believe in you. I know that I did this, and because I did this, I know anybody can. I know where, like I said, I know my mindset was when I'm telling you that my mindset was I was switching jobs so I can get bariatric surgery from a person that went that to 587 days of no cheat days. You have it in you to do it. You just have to do it.
Thank you for listening to the Fat Boy Podcast. Have a nice day.